Good morning, my brother.
Yeah, how's everything, man?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah, sincerely, I truly want to appreciate you for everything. For giving us time to run this interview via Skype. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
It's indeed a very, a very honored privilege, and I'm grateful.
Mm,
Yeah, I know you actually have a very busy schedule coming this far, but one thing I actually want to
yeah.
appreciate is lost time and audience. Really appreciate it, man.
No wahala, my brother. No
Yeah,
wahala. Just woke up. So,
I
how
understand,
is
sir.
everything now? Yeah.
Yeah, everything's
Mm,
been going fine. We've been trying to actually hold down this publication and also trying to manage your busy schedule as well. I know it's not been easy for you, but because I've been speaking to your team back and forth and I understand how busy you've been, but we
yeah.
need to yeah now, so let's make it work, man.
Yeah. I just woke up. I was just trying to make a post and write up a caption, but the call came in. I said, let me quickly pick up the call because I won't be able to concentrate on the caption. Anyway, how
Okay.
far? Let's get to it. Yeah.
Okay, so perfectly. You're welcome to the digital interview of Reloaded Magazine Digital. Cover page feature Lasisi Elenu and Pius Reloaded. And I'll be taking you through some questions. I just hope we're going to have fun, all along with your answers. And of course, I hope your fans are also going to have fun with your answers as well. Basically, just so we are actually getting
Yeah.
to the. Would love to meet you. Love to know your name, your full names, state of origin, and everything about you. You might also want to take us through your academic, activities in the past, even up until recent, if you don't mind.
Mm. Well, I'm popularly known as Lasisi Elenu um, across all my social media pages.
Okay.
Um, but my birth name is Nosa Adeyemi Afolabi. My dad is Yoruba from Kwara State. My mom is Edo State, Benin precisely. Um, um, I'm just I'm the fourth born in my family. I have siblings. I have two male siblings and one sister. Um, I have um, I have a bachelor's degree in from the University of Uni Loring. Um, I studied health promotion and environmental health education. Um, I am a yeah true Nigerian because I did my NYSC. I I served my country, if that's the right word. I I'm a regular guy, calm and collected, and I enjoy the art of content making. And it's been like my drive, my push, my rush from since the moment I started. So for every time, I always look for ways, ideas on how to outdo myself or outdo ideas that people think are the best. And I look forward to doing more bigger things aside from creating content on social media, more on TV, and every other platform there is.
Okay, that's fine. That's a very insightful one. But you might take us through
Yeah.
your humble beginning, how it all started, how you came up with the brand Lasisi Elenu. At what point was it comedy for you or skits for you? And just so you could just take us back, because I could remember vividly speaking to Brother Shaggy one on one. I was asking him when I got to interview him. I was asking him, and I was like, "Yo, man, it was just like you popped up from nowhere, and you're doing big things, and you're here." And he said, "No, he didn't just pop up from nowhere. He had a very humble beginning too from Unilag. Same thing with Lasisi Elenu. He mentioned you precisely, and he said, if I go back to your social media, that you already had content, but when the brand actually came to be, you put out those contents, and if people start judging you from where they see those content on social media, they just feel okay. Lasisi just actually came, but you've been on ground and you're like an OG. So I would want you to actually take us through those trial times, those humble beginnings, and how it all started for you.
Yeah. So It's never so easy sometimes. For some people, it's a bit flexible. Corners are not really caught, but they get to have a better reception from the people. Some people take really long before they get that final break, while some not as long as others will. Before the brand Lasisi came about, I had tried TV. I had done interviews for radio interviews, to be a radio personnel, to be a TV presenter. I had, submitted auditions, video auditions, sent emails. I was doing music, and music was not getting me that publicity I needed. It was just me singing. People, the ones, family and friends who would listen would tell me it was nice, but we all know being successful goes beyond just families and friends telling you that. So it was difficult because music, especially when you're doing something you like, regardless of how much you enjoy doing it, when it's not taking you to that destination you want, it just sends you to a what's the word? To a frenzy. You freeze, and in that moment you're like, what's next? How long will I keep doing this? How long will I keep struggling to be known and regarded, and that was pretty much the life. So I wanted to channel something that would bring about um, more awareness to the brand as an artist, as a singer, But when Lasisi happened, I started doing, the big mouth thing, all because I wanted to, get some sort of leverage, have something people can know me for and say, oh, that's the guy that sings, is the one that did that thing. But when it happened, it didn't happen in such a way that the both identities matched up. One was the artist and the other was the funny guy. So people still didn't know the funny guy used to sang or did sing. So it was like just two different people, regardless, you know. So I was trying to see how I could transition that energy or the little fans I started getting from the big mouth thing, to know that, oh, I am an artist, I sing. But then I saw they were more interested in the comic part of me than what I had to offer them musically. And I said, okay, let me pursue this more. Even some at the time, especially those who knew what I do, questioned my comic part. Like, oh, you don't need to do comedy now. No, Baba, I beg. I like that your music. Music when nobody they hear. Music when nobody they enjoy. Nobody they listen. At least it's often they tell me say the song makes sense. Or for often you know. Mark Tunes release an album. I never one song I never hear and finish. You're saying I should release this album. You understand? So at the end of the day, it was a quest. It was a battle or a journey of what would it be. So I said, okay, let me do this. Let me continue pushing with the comedy part, the comic part, and see how far it will go. Yeah, it was shaky at first. Posts. No post is guaranteed. No matter how much you think it's funny, it's the people that will decide if it is or not. And that was how it started. I would post on WhatsApp, family and friends, those who liked it like this, those who thought it was beneath me to, make myself look in such a way just for the sake of comedy or get followers or likes, thought it was insensitive, and it didn't the end didn't justify the means. And they were like, nah. Mostly girls, they feel like ladies don't really like to, an average Nigerian girl always wants to look pretty, and the moment they see someone who wants to you know take it a notch back, have facial expressions that just makes them look otherwise. Nah, they're not up for that. Everybody wants to look, speak and span, always keep it 100. So friends of mine then who saw me do that didn't really like the idea. They felt, Yeah, it was funny, but just don't use that thing. It made you look ugly, it made you look normal stuff. But I saw potentials in it. I saw it becoming a thing, even though I didn't know how long it would take. I had a good feeling about it. The reviews were not great, but they were not bad either.
The
You
potential.
know, Yes, and it was easy for me. I enjoyed the art of ranting. I enjoyed it, it came naturally for me. I could just talk about anything. I could talk about a bottle, remote control, AC, the fridge, my gate man, the weather, the government, my car. It was easy to make up stories out of anything. So it was not like that content for me was not saturated. It was highly filled with, it was nutritious for me, so I could, and it was something I could, just conveniently do with ease. So I looked at it and I said, okay, I'll keep doing this regardless of whatever friends thought, and those who appreciate it would, still enjoy it regardless. And that's how it happened. Next thing I know, one day my phone starts to buzz and I'm like, what is going on? And that was just a testimony. But the whole idea was that on that fateful day, after months of posting, and I think it was sometime in October in 2017. I if I had not had a lot of work on my page from what I had previously done, which was the comedy and constant posting, and regardless of what people said, I was still doing it. I think my shine would have been a one-time thing. So I would have just been famous for that day. Some people reposted my videos because they stumbled on it, But after people would get to my page, they wouldn't see anything worth watching or watch sticking around for. They would just simply go, and that would be the end. But when they finally came to my page because of that one video they saw on social media
So
trending,
that content.
which was the pothole video, and a lot of them, at the time I was not even my videos were not watermarked. I didn't have handles, my handle on my video. I was just doing it. I didn't fully understand the art of social media and promotion. I was just posting contents that I thought was interesting, but they didn't carry my handle, my name. So it was even a problem for those who really wanted to find me,
Yeah,
to
to find more
locate
about
me,
you.
because there was no handle, nothing to describe the page or my name. I didn't say my name, yes, I did say my name, but it didn't, the handle was not there until I was able to add the handle, and someone else reposted that video with my handle, and people were like, oh, we found his handle, his name is, and that was it. And when they came around, there was something there. It was not an empty page. It was not just one video or two videos. It was a lot of videos there to watch, and people said, okay, I think there's something here. And some decided to stick around. Some would steal some views once in a while. But for those who decided to, who was stuck, I can say ever since they've had a refill of um, of what I have to offer, and ever since it's been a wonderful journey, I'd say.
Yeah, nice one, man. Honestly, you must be very resilient and dogged to have actually, come this far with all of the content you actually put out without the buzz, and you kept on until you got that break in 2017. But before the break in 2017, how long was this space before that breakthrough video, the portal video actually put you out there? How long were you grinding for?
I think I had the pothole video blew. I don't know, the pothole video blew in 2 months. I think I
Two
posted it
months.
in
Okay.
yeah, in July or August. Then yeah, that particular video, yeah, took over in 2 months. I think someone saw it. It was Bizzle that reposted that video, because I remember. Then on Twitter, it was Sir Kanayo that reposted it on Twitter, and a lot of people followed up. Frank Edoho, I saw a lot of people repost it, and but for that particular video, it was about 2 months it took for
Okay.
it to get that.
But
Yeah,
before the video, before the video, before the
Yeah, it
video.
was just few months. It was just few months. Before then, I was doing the music, so I would constantly post songs of my freestyle. I
Oh,
did that all through 2016, 2017. I kept on posting freestyle of my videos, rapping, singing in
wow.
my car. My car was like my studio. I always enjoyed the ambience of a car because the sound, it would just make everything
Yeah.
quiet. I could think and all. So I did all of that in 2016, the 2017, I was doing that. And I started the Lasisi brand in 2017, but
A
it
few
didn't
after
pick. So it
Blue,
was few,
and few
what?
months after brand Blue.
And a few months after, yeah, it
Me,
then,
I can say
picked.
from my own
It
vintage
picked.
points that you were called to do this.
My brother, he said now we got to do this. So they call me,
Well,
they
we
call
thank God
me,
because before now, I think I heard one of your rap songs from your past producer, and the rap song was dope, and I was like, wow, so Lasisi raps this well. So I mean, if
Baba,
Lasisi raps
Baba,
well,
no, Baba, no worry yourself. If na rapping, it's sure for me. Shebi you dey hear
no,
wetin I dey
Baba, I
tell
know the
you.
joke. I serious, I know the joke. When I heard that your rap song, I was wowed. I say, come, if Lasisi raps this well, how come he left music for comedy? But then again,
Baba,
just as
money
you
no
said,
dey. I
no
was
be lie, no
suffering.
be lie, no be lie.
I was suffering. I was eating from hand to mouth. On
Yeah,
code.
yeah,
I
no be
was
lie,
just packaging because say I get pink clips.
no be lie, no be lie. But trust me, I I actually understand your story. Having to hear from you and make I talk, my very good facts. You really try because the switch, from what you do professionally as in rap, that switch to comedy, there's something I actually understand about life. If you are actually good at a particular field, if you take all the mindsets, all the passion and the drive, and you plug it into another field, I believe you can also come out exceptionally well. You understand? But
Real talk.
for
Yeah.
you, it wasn't like you came out exceptionally well. You did more than that. That's why I would actually
Mm.
go for say you were born to do
Say
this.
you one day whine me, ni.
Baba
Why are
Migo,
you
why
trying to
you?
push my head?
Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, everybody. I'm here. I'm not Lasisi. I'm here. Hello,
Baba,
everybody.
forget tell everybody something just happened right now. Me and they follow you talk. Man
Baba,
to man, on
this one
code.
just happened right now. But to be honest, jokes apart, man. Other than the professionality, make I even take them a step further for you so you could get me. I kept calling you for about 3 weeks trying to hold out this interview. You were very busy, but there was something I understood about you. Your perfection or your qualities, not just there with only your work. There are other aspects where we say a personality that I actually understood from your person. Because there are times I will call you, you were sleeping. You would wake up to the phone and you answer me professionally well. My brother, I've interviewed a lot of celebrities, A-lists. You understand? And sometimes I know how these guys don't actually, I don't want to mention names, I know how these guys don't actually get to put their personalities in check. But there were times I called you, you wake up from sleep to, answer me. And each time I always appreciate your audience because you don't know why. That's because I've actually had funny tales from other guys, you know, calling them at the wrong time. But you've been so professional, the way you actually deal with the public. That was the first time I met you, even though I've heard about you from, Brother Shaggy and other of your colleagues. You're too funny when I interviewed them. That was the first time I met you, even though I didn't see you in person. The perception you gave me on phone was, okay, this guy is a professional guy, even down to his calls. Even when I got to, speak to your management, and I was speaking to your management concerning holding down this interview because you were too busy on sets, the top class attention they gave to me was just so intriguing because it just made me further understood that, okay, Lasisi is a guy that is actually a perfectionist. So I just feel, say, if we even pick you as president for Nigeria, you go feel still do and well. That.
Baba, say you want the wine me,
Me,
bastard. You want the wine
I
your
don't feel
papa.
why you.
Baba, no want your papa. No try me. See, Baba, me, I have to go. I have so much to do. Shit, they catch me as I they follow you talk. Me, I want to go do short put.
Okay. So just so we actually go up there, right? To be honest, I know you've got a lot. I actually like the way you've evolved over time. There are several brands you put out, and to be honest, my best, I won't lie to you, my best is the Sinzu money spending. You understand? But I actually want to commend other of your characters. They're wonderful, from Atomic Bomb to your other guy Brashegun to Anayo and all of that. Very intelligent. So I actually want to ask, at what point did it get done on you that I need to evolve just to be relevant in this space?
Everybody that have a sense of reasoning should always be reminded that change, evolution is key and paramount to whatever we do. It's normal. So if you have a sense of reasoning, it's just to determine what point. Some changes are good, but some are not as they shouldn't come. Some come sooner, and while some come later. I just decided to watch the frame, and it dawned on me that it was time to to switch things up a bit, you know. So, and it's also a calculated risk. Some people don't like change. They like you to keep doing what you do. They don't want to have any reason. They feel like we know you for this. If we want something else, we'll look for someone else for that. Stick to what you're doing. But as the artist or as the talent, it's also important to ask yourself, this change you're about to make, is it going to be better than the previous one? Is it going to be more informative, educative, interesting, entertaining? Because that's the essence of what we do. We are supposed to be entertainers. So if you don't have anything to offer us, then it's pointless. So the change you're making, at what point, at what level is that change going to be? Is it just going to be something on the side? Or are we going to say, okay, now this is the change we need? I thought about it and I did the calculation and I said, if I'm to embark on this journey and have this change, I should put in all my best and make sure, in as much as people miss the old me, they would say, okay, but this new me is something to look forward to. So yeah.
Yeah, and one very key question is, for every character you did in the past and you evolve to another, will
Yeah.
with time return back to those characters to still do stuff
Uh,
around those characters, or
So
is there
what I do and what I've always planned to do is to constantly remind my fans, especially because I know in every of my fans there's a character they enjoy the most. Some enjoy Lasisi Elenu the Ranta, some enjoy the Zadi, some enjoy the poet guy, some enjoy Semisola Badwell, some enjoy Sinzu, some enjoy Atomic Bomb, so I try to make sure I do it in such a way that it is constantly reviewed. So from time to time, characters that people might have missed, I bring them back. It might not be steady back to back, but it's just a reminder that, oh, this is still here. It didn't leave, but it just went on a short break. So it's just a blend for me. I try to blend it up as much as possible because some people are fans of every character, while some will tell you, no, this one does it for me, this one does it for me. So that's what I try to do most of the time. And, it works for me that way. It works for me that way. In as much as I know people like Sinzu, it doesn't mean I always make a video every other day of Sinzu. In as much as I know that people like, oh, Lasisi as a child in the house with his family, with his sister Ito and his mom, doesn't mean I'll always make a video every other day with that character. And I also know for Zadi, the days I make Zadi, the girls are always going crazy. Oh, they know a guy like this. Doesn't mean the next day I will make a Zadi video again. I just like to keep it as spontaneous and, you know, um, different as possible. I just want for every time you watch my video, you're not sure what I am about to do, but at the end of the day, your thirst is quenched. You get. So yeah.
Yeah, cool. So what influences these characters? How do you come up with the characters? Are you influenced by, things around your neighborhood? Are these characters real, or they are just, abstract? You just come up with them and you feel the comic part of it would make sense, or some of these characters are real time, real life characters you picked and you know,
These characters, I think about them. A lot of times I want to have a new character, especially when I know that people have become very familiar with a few. So I want to add to them, and I think intensively about them. And sometimes it just comes to mind, not planned. I'm just there, and something pops to my head, and I'm like, okay, this wouldn't be bad. I can create something out of this, and there I put it out. And some I don't even know it would get that level of interest or create that much take people with such interest, and sometimes it just goes the other way. So most of the time that's how it is for me in when I'm creating character. And I'm a character person. I love characters a lot. I love to have people. I'm fiction. I love to put it in the minds of people that anything is possible, anything is real, anything can be real. Brashegun was a character that no one had ever seen, but it was a character that a lot of people were familiar with and they loved. Jacuzzi is a character no one has ever seen or heard his voice. Anayo is a character that no one has seen or heard his voice either. Same with Spending, but these characters people have over time. Nobody has ever heard Nike's voice, but the name is a character and it sticks. So that's what I enjoy, the art of character making. I want people to, when they see or hear a particular thing, they know, okay, it is this character we're talking about today. It is that character. So character making for me is sometimes planned and sometimes it's not.
Okay, so do you plan to maintain these characters, and just go on with them, or you also
Like I
plan to
said,
create more
like I
characters going
said,
forward?
of course, it is evolution. It is reasonable. It is just saying for me to do that, create
Okay,
and also recreate. That's pretty much it.
okay, that's fine. Okay, talking about your social media space, congratulations, man! You hit 3 million on Instagram, and you celebrated
Yeah.
that already. So, apart from the content you put out there, to grow your social media space, are there other things you do by
Yeah.
the side to actually get you these
Let me
numbers?
call you. Let me call you back. Yeah. 1 second. 1 second. Yeah. Yeah.
Talking
Yeah.
about
Sorry. Can you repeat that
space.
question? Yeah.
Yeah, talking about your social media space, I said you just hit 3 million on your Instagram. Apart from your
Yeah.
content, do you feel your personal lifestyle you actually post once in a while also has influenced that number, or you felt your content was what
By
actually
anything,
did
the
that for you?
influence number at this junction, we don't even know. Whatever it is, would they post anything? As if I enter toilet, if the content I see for there, I post them. If I fall for grand, if not content, I post them. People just want to be entertained, and as an entertainer, just have to look for the best ways to do that. So some factors influence these things. Some we don't know, some we do know, and yeah.
Great. So I mean,
Baba, me, I must go because I know say you
well,
want to
make
hold me down for here today.
just
We
so we
don't dey
round up,
talk
right?
for how many minutes?
Yeah,
27 minutes.
yeah, we'll go round up
I have
now.
I'm actually very busy and I
I
need to rush
know,
off
I know.
now.
To be honest, I know. To make a round up now, I just want to ask this question. I know you are more responsive with skits. Do you plan any stand-up comedy show soon, or
Yes, I
anything?
do. I've been doing stand up. Even though I do comedy, skits, videos online. I do lots of stand up, and I've done stand up in, outside Nigeria, Dubai, London,
Your own stand-up
Cyprus,
show now.
and
About your own stand-up
so,
show,
but
your
my
own stand-up
my
comedy.
show, as for me, I want to be very ready.
Okay.
I want to be extremely loaded with as much content and with the right timing. So
Okay.
yes, if that's the question, yes, soon I plan on having my own stand-up comedy show.
Okay, fine. Oh yeah, share some exclusive for us now. Anything we will need to know. Anything in the pipeline, or movie or stuff's coming up.
Coming out. I did a lot of movies last year, so but they were not my production, so the time frame for when they will be out is not up to me. I did the Raz Guy. Yes, I'm the lead actor in the Raz Guy. It's a really nice movie to look forward to. I did The Resident. A lot of them I've even done. I can't remember their name, but I don't know why they're not out. Coronavirus not affected it. But the current work I'm on right now, which is my TV, it's a web series. It's called Mama and Papa God's Power. It's
Okay, that's your own work.
yes, yes, yes. It's called Mama and Papa God's Power, and it will be out pretty soon, hopefully in the next month on online. So yeah, that's
Baba
it.
Beg, let us
Mama.
know what we can do to support Mama and Papa God's Power with our platform. Please let us know so we can put it all out. And we'll let
No
your fans
wahala.
know.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
your time. I know say shit they worry you based on say I know one
Thank you
wine.
very much. No wahala. I appreciate
Give a
you.
word of
We'll talk
advice
some other time.
where they look forward to be like
A
you. There's
word
so
of
many guys.
advice. You people should work hard, do talent. Without talent, I'll be able to talk that thing. If you
Talent
have
without that
talent
work.
and you don't express your talent, you're just making God even angry. So please use your talent, no matter how much it seems like it's not getting there. Just keep doing it, because the day where you go peak,
Hmm.
it would take one thing to keep you there. If you're not
Wow.
talented, and if you've not showcased your talent over time on your pages, because now social media is key. So please
Yeah.
constantly promote your social media pages. It is vital to yourself, to your growth, to your well-being, to your tomorrow. When we get to an era where it is no more, social media will change. But for today, in this time and age, social media is key. God bless you all. Take care of
Thank
yourself.
you. Bye-bye. Came out. God bless you. One love, man. All the best.
Bye.
Bye.